Hi, guys. Hello. Happy afternoon to you. I am here to do the review for Ready to Love Season 2, Episode 1. My name is Janice Hilton Thompson, and welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married to. I absolutely love this show. I love it. I don't know how I missed it last season. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to share this out. Thank you. I absolutely love this show. And I think every single woman that wants to be married should watch this show. This is why, because it goes hand in hand with my new book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. Of course, you can meet these guys anywhere, but because we spend so much time on social media, 75 to 85% of our time on social media, I wanted to write about how to pay attention to guys based on what they say. And so I absolutely love the show, Ready to Love, because there's so many, there are 10 different guys, 10 different personalities, 10 different characters. And ladies, we can learn a lot. Like London, 41, talk about he's a thought pocket. He attracts thoughts. He can smell a thought a mile away. Okay? 41 now. Okay. Darren, he's a charmer. Damn, I can't stand Darren. He's just not the guy I would go out with. Another thing is, I am absolutely sad that not one of these 10 guys, if I was at the mixer, I probably would have volunteered to go home because I don't even like not one of them. If I met one of them at an event, they wouldn't have gotten my number. Not one of them. But that just goes to speak about the type of man I like. And we all have types. Agree or not, we all have types. I got my hip ready yesterday. It was so much, it was all the way down in my back. Child, I couldn't sleep. I cut it. And I was supposed to go back today so they could even it out. I did not. I'm lazy. I'm staying home talking to you guys. So I'll go tomorrow after church just in case somebody want to talk about my hair. Because you know, people are. But anyways, so review season 1, season 2, episode 1. Somebody, I think I'm gonna see if I can watch episode 1. I'm gonna see if I can try because a lot of people are saying there are people in season 2 that's reminding them of people in season 1, and I don't even know who those people are. So I need to read. I need to watch. Okay, so I have my notebook here. Again, if you don't know the guys, I'll say their names and their ages just so that you can know who we're talking about. Okay. London is 41. He's in sales. Darren is 35. He's a personal trainer. Shamuka. Chica. I love his name, Shamuka. Wouldn't name my baby Shamuka, but it's very nice. Shamuka is 42. He's a barber. I'm just going to run over the names so you know who the guys are. Jimmy, 39, from GA. He's divorced. He's the number one listing agent. He's the guy that's just like old salesman type of guy. Then it goes over to the girls. Alexis, I love Alexis. Of course, her name is Alexis. My daughter's name is Alexis. I love her. She says she's an alpha female, but she didn't show that side of her yet. So guess what? She the side she shows very soft, very feminine, very girly, and guess what? Most of the guys like her. Okay, so even though she has dubbed herself alpha female, I haven't seen that side of her yet. But she wants to be submissive. Divine is 44. Divine is another one that a lot of the guys like Divine. Kimber is 34. She's a realtor. Tandy is 42. Very aggressive, strong personality. Um, she's just, I don't know, she's like typical. She's just like typical. Okay. Goes back to the guy. Britt is 439, is in Atlanta. He owns his own behavioral health office. Mario is 41. He has his own tax account. Had a very nice suit on. Y'all know I love a man in a suit. The hood. Hood. Carrie is 51. Old. 51 is not old because my husband is in his early 50s. But Carrie's just old. He look old. He talk old. He dress old. Probably He's just old. Okay. I think it was Kimber that said he reminded her of one of her dad's friends. And Kimber is 30. Kimber's 34. Kimber's 34. Carrie is 51. So that's a little old. That is a little old for her, 34. Because I was 34 when I met my husband. He was in his mid, late 40s. So 51 is a little old. I can see that. Okay. Then it goes to back to the girls. Nina is 32, so she's a massage therapist. Reva is 43. She's from Gary, Indiana. She's an IT professional. Aisha is 37. She's a pediatric nurse. They didn't show her too much because when I'm like, who? I wasn't really. They didn't show her. Terrell is 42. He's a PK, supposedly bad boy, but I didn't see that. He's a PK, but I still wouldn't date him. I don't know. He's typical to me. Michael, y'all know my baby's daddy name is Michael, and my baby's name is Michael. So I have two Michaels. And Michael's 40. He's a truck driver. John is 36. He's another church boy. I ain't like, at first I was like, Jesus, please, there must be one of these guys that I like. And so when I saw John, I was thinking, well, maybe I like him, but no, I don't like him. Okay. Back back to the girls. Why's my phone ringing and ringing? Back to the girl. Christina, 33. She's a lawyer. Very aggressive, very manly. She was sent home. I knew they were going to send her home. I knew she was going to send her own home. So Christina is aka Big Booty Judy. Okay, 33. She's an attorney. Angie's the one they didn't show a lot, not Aisha. I'm sorry. Angie's the one. I was like, who is she? I had to look through my notes. I said, oh, that must be Angie. 37. She's an author. Ashima is 39. She's a comedian. I like her, but her and Christina has the same problems. They don't know how to turn off the lawyer, the comedian, and of course, a lot of the guys um, saw Ashima as the homegirl because she was showing the homegirl. Okay, she said she's not a part of the I don't need a man movement. I'm not either, too, girl. But you have to show that part. I like her. I like Ashima. Darren likes her a lot, and I like Alexis a lot. So my two girls, uh, Alexis, Ashima. Um, I think I like Reva too. Divine. A lot of guys really like Divine, but I feel like Divine is a little full of herself, so to speak, and I don't like that in either man or woman. Okay, all right. So let me get in my notes. Let me get in my review here. Okay, so did you guys get that? I want to make sure I said everybody. Ashima is the comedian, and everybody see her as the friend. All right. Episode 1. Okay, mixer. So London arrives. London is that big old football type guy. Used to be football player. I no, I don't. I don't like football type guy. Big old giant looking type. He said the main reason he sings is because he's a flashy and he attracts thoughts. So he goes to the mixer. He meets Reva. Is it Reva I don't care for or Divine? I think it's Divine. I'll pay attention next time because Reva and Divine, they are very similar. And I think it's Divine I don't really care for. It's Divine. Reva is the church girl. I like Reva. She said guys in Atlanta are different from the guys in the military. Yeah, she was in the military. She's the girl. And if you watch my review on the mixer, she's the girl, the cast. She's the girl, that church girl. Parents are preachers, I believe. Parents never let her sleep over. The one time her mama allowed her to sleep over, there was some guy from school she was feeling. 4 pumps, bam, bam, bam. She stopped him because it hurted. I'm guessing that means she was a virgin. She got pregnant. So the mama quit the job so she could finish school. She went in the military, took care of the kids. She's divorced. She walked away from 11 years marriage, and it sounded as if the husband was cheating. And she said the guys in the military are different. Of course, I don't like military guys either. I would think I should like military guys, but I don't. And she said she's been in Atlanta for 5 years and she's only dated two guys. So 5 years dated two guys. And what is dating, ladies? Dating is basically, very simply put, gathering data. It's meeting somebody and gathering the data to see if he's for you. You guys make a match. Okay. The technical term that I came up with is to skillfully, dating is the art of skillfully, excuse me, extracting information so that you can make an informed decision. Okay. I don't really like Jimmy John. Jimmy John is the real estate who he's just that guy that wants to be up in everybody's face. And I don't really like that. He's the number one listing agent. His confidence. He finds confidence very sexy. Personality of 10. He's ready to build that JC and Beyonce power couple body and cloud. And Jimmy John is what, 40s? In his 40s, he's divorced. Jimmy, 39 and divorced. Okay. He's needy too. He said it. I'm real needy. And he said that's one thing he liked about his ex-wife was she was very caring. She probably got tired of his needy behind, probably acting like he was like 18 months or 2 years old. You know, my little boy is 4.5. He's going to be 5 in January. Oh my God, can y'all believe that? And I can see him maturing and growing up. Like, no, mommy, I got it. I'll put my shirt on. I'll put my pants on. I'll put my shoes on. No, mommy, I'll go wash my hands by myself. You know? So Jimmy's really needy. Okay. Here, we'll something else down there. Okay. Um, Nina. Nina's the one, ladies, I want you guys to keep your eyes on because she's like a lot of women who are stuck in your head talking about I'm only supposed to date one guy at a time. What is dating? Dating is not sleeping around. He's not your boyfriend. You're not moving in with him. You're not shacking up. You're not making babies with him. Dating is just somebody you're talking to get information to see if this guy matches what you like, which is why, ladies, we need our list. You know, I am big on the list. I wrote about it in here. Okay. So based on what you want, when you meet somebody, you gather the data to see if they match up to what you want, because they might not be what you want. And if they're not what you want, you don't waste time. So if you want to get married and you meet a man that has told you, I don't want to get married, why would you waste your time with that man? Move on. I wouldn't waste my time with him. Why? Because I want to get married. Okay, for those of us who are born again girls, you meet a man that's not born again, he's of another religious persuasion, and you want a husband that is born again, that is in submission to Christ. Why would you waste your time with him? Why not just move on? So that's what gathering data is all about. Knowing what you want and gather data based on what you want. Okay? That's how it is. That's what you do. So you don't waste time. Don't waste your time. Like a lot of the guys, they didn't like Christina. She's an attack dog. Dear Chica, Chamuka. I love the way that comes out. Chamuka. He says she's like the attack dog. And I have an example of how she was attacking him. Now, I could tell he would bang her. He'll sleep with her, but he wouldn't wife her. Okay? Ashima, I really like her, and I hope that her and Darren works out. Darren likes her. He was like, that's my number one, and he really likes her, and I hope they work out because hi, I am Tasia. Good afternoon, my dear. I'm doing the review. Let me share this. I'm doing the review because I did the live watch, and I miss a lot of things when I do the live watch. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the live watch I think I might just do the review, but I'm not sure. I might just do it again tonight just to see. And then I kind of decide next week if I want to stay up. Alexia, Alexia, I'll decide if I want to stay up and because it comes on at 10. That's pretty late. Okay. And I'm going to write on my blog who the guys are and who everybody is. So you guys will be able to go and check that. So Ashima, I like her. She's like that home girl type of girl, like a girlfriend type of girl that she's a nice person, but she's just not meeting anybody. And she says she travels a lot. She's a comedian. She meet guys. They Skype. They talk on the phone, and then that dies down. And it, for me, I think it dies down because they see her as the girlfriend. That's the home girl. That's my friend because that's who she's being. She's being the home girl. She's being the comedian, and you can't be that person. You have to be who you will be to this man, and you're not going to be a comedian to him. Her and Christina has the same problem. Christina has to learn how to leave the lawyer at the courthouse. Lock her up when you're going to go out on a date. Lock the lawyer up at the courthouse and leave her there because you can't be interrogating guys when you need them. Okay. She says she comes home. There's no one home. And it's just her. Hold on. Alexia! Alexi! Lexi friend is calling. He calling every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes he calling the phone. Okay. And so Ashim is that girl, that's your home girl that you just want her to find somebody. So I hope her and Darren kind of hook up. Divine. This is why I'm not feeling Divine. Maybe I'm just kind of, I need to see her some more. She said, I just came to bless everyone with her presence. I mean, you could think it, but don't say it. But a lot of the guys liked her. I'm put a bow in my hair. A lot of the guys liked her. So Alexis and Divine, the guys were just like fighting over them. You know, very pretty girl. So much hair, child. Told that lady I didn't want all this hair. She put all this hair in my head. I'm not gonna go back to her. So Divine, she said she came to bless everyone with her present. Her and Jimmy was talking. She laid hands on Jimmy. Jimmy said, "Do it again." Jimmy's like, "Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus." He's just so fake. I can't stand him. But he said he's a charmer, so you gotta watch out for those charmers, okay? She said, guys doesn't approach her. I'm surprised because she's very pretty, very pretty. Not as pretty as Alexis, but very pretty. Jimmy likes Divine. So, you're starting to see who likes who and who doesn't like who. Christine, Big Booty Judy, aka Big Booty Judy. She said men get intimidated. Hasn't been in a relationship since she became an attorney. What does that say to you? It's not the guys, Christina, it's you. You don't know how to turn off being an attorney. She said guys gave her no, I noticed when she said when they asked her, well, so what kind of lawyer? She went down the list and the guys were like, that's what's up. And she said she haven't found a guy who can be confident within himself with her. A lot of sisters have this problem. A lot of sisters. You know, we got the house, the car, the job, the education, but we can't meet a guy for us. And a lot of women think, oh, they're intimidated. And it's not that men are intimidated. I just think, one, you're choosing the wrong type of men. And number two, ladies, we have to learn how to turn off. I'm an attorney. I got 10 jobs. I got 5 houses. I got $50,000 in the bank. You got to turn that off. You have to be to the man who you're going to be in the relationship, right? They want to see who you are in the relationship, not an attack dog. That's what they call her. She's an attack dog because she's interrogating the guys, and you can't do that. Okay. Then it goes to Brett met Nina. I like Nina too. I like her. She's a single mom. I like her, but she's stuck in her head. Uh, listen to what Brett said. Nice handshake, uh, and he liked that. Now, ladies, you ever pay attention to how the queen? I don't think the queen shake hands. I think they kiss her hand or something. I don't remember. But if you ever pay attention to the Princess Kate, not Duchess Megan, because she's still rough around the edges. But if you pay attention, Princess Diana, let's just use Princess Diana. We all love her. I mean, we're an English colony, so the royal family is huge for us. Okay, from Jamaica. But if you ever paid attention to how Princess Diana shakes hands, she don't shake your hand. She put her hand in the whoever hand she's shaking, and her hand is like a feather, like this. Okay, and then it's gone. So, ladies, let's be mindful, ladies, when we're shaking men hands, that you be very light and very soft. Not, don't do that. Don't do that. Pay attention to Princess Kate. Next time she's out, when she's shaking hands, it's very light, like very light, and then it's like it's gone. She pulls it away. Okay, very light. He's a little flirt because he was there talking to Reeve about how soft her skin is. I think that's divine. It's divine. See, I'm mixing up divine and Reva because they're very similar. So this is at the mixer where everybody's meeting everyone. And he felt her skin and she said she asked him if her arm felt soft and he was like, yeah, and he was like, what you use that? And she was like, bacon juice, chicken grease. That was funny. She said chicken juice, chicken grease. And then Aisha met Brent. I like Aisha too. She's another single mom. I love single moms because I want to see you guys meet the perfect guy because I was a single mom. And it's very hard because you have your kids to think about. She met Brent when she comes in. And ladies, do not do this. Aisha went on and on about, oh, he's her type. Uh, she said, "Oh, you look so good." In her voiceover, she said he looks good. He probably tastes like Hennessy, and she doesn't even drink. And then she says to him, "Oh, you look good. You're the epitome of that." And you could tell he was blushing. Don't do that, ladies. You can give a compliment, but don't go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about how good the guy looks. Because the reason why you don't want to do that, don't tell him. Tell me, tell your girlfriend. Well, don't tell your girlfriend. Some of them will go behind your back and take your man. But you know what I mean. The reason why you don't want to do that is because he will know, oh, she likes me. And when he knows you like him, you want him, that's giving him a little bit more power and he has a little bit more cards to play with. And he kind of know that you can't resist him. So you kind of sort of try to keep those things to yourself. Okay. You can say, oh, give him a compliment, but don't go on and on and on. Okay. Alexis comes in, honey. Ooh, Alexis is AKA Tony Braxton. She looks just like Tony. I think London called her mini Tony. She says she doesn't play by any rule book. She just goes based on how she feels. She can strike up a conversation with anyone. And right now she's assessing the competition, and there is no competition there. I'm going to give her that because all the guys wanted her. All the guys. There was not one. No, Darren. Shamuka voted against her because when they were talking, and I'll get there later, she was talking bad about her ex. So, ladies, Shamuka didn't like that. Ladies, do not talk bad about your ex. Why didn't it work out? Well, it's just, just didn't work out. The guy is now married, and Shamuka said, okay, Shamuka said, well, I'll tell you when I get there because I wrote it there. He said something very, very important. Okay. So she comes in the house and everybody's like, whoa, she's so pretty. She's from Kansas. She was talking to Carrie, the old guy. I forgot where Carrie was. And she said, so, that means we can see through the BS. And Carrie was like, yeah, twice on Sunday. So I guess that's the same for those people out there in the Midwest, Kansas. Is that the Midwest? That's true. What's true, girl? Girl, you know I'm saying a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Condi is 42. I like Condi, but she's just so typical to me. She's typical. And I think you can't be typical. You know what I mean? You shouldn't badmouth your ex. Don't ever badmouth your ex to the guy you're dating. Because what Shamuka said is, and I hope I'm saying his name right. Please forgive me, sir, if I'm not saying your name right, Chica, but I like Shamuka better. Is if we don't work out, you're gonna talk bad about me too. Okay. It's the same thing. Don't talk bad to your kids about the baby dad, about their fathers. Don't ever do that. Find something nice to say. Just say it didn't work out or something like that. Okay. Alexis. Condi. Condi comes in. She meets Mike. Mike is the truck driver, aka Michael. He compliments her dress because he had on a blue shirt and she had on a blue dress. That was a nice dress, girl. I have a blue dress like that. Child, if it was spring, I would wear it tomorrow to church. Maybe I could still wear it. Okay. And was talking to John and Mario because it's a mixer, so you have to talk to different people and fill them out. So John asked Condi, so what kind of meal would you cook for a king? She said, whatever he wants. And she said, and then me on a platter. And then Mario said, ooh, that's for dessert, huh? That was good, Todd. That was good, girl. That was good. That was good. Because these Southern men, they care about that cooking. You gotta be able to cook. I tell my girlfriends, to all women, at least be able to cook 3 meals. If you can't cook, you need to learn to cook and try to perfect at least 3 meals. Okay. If you're gonna bake some chicken, know how to bake it. You're gonna fry, you're gonna make some smothered pork chops, know how to make it. You're gonna make some stewed chicken. I made some stewed chicken for Mike the other day. Woo! And I don't make stewed chicken a lot. Because I used to have that a lot when I was little. That was Sunday dinner, honey. Sunday dinner was stewed chicken, rice and peas, stewed chicken. Every Sunday. That was what you have for dinner. So I don't make it a lot, but I made some stewed chicken the other day. Woo! He was licking his tampon. Like, baby, baby, what you think? How you make it? And he always want to know how I make my stuff because I'm from the island, so I cook a little bit different from him and Americans. And child, I'll be putting my foot in it. He'd be like, baby, how you make? I was like, I'm not telling you, because next thing you know, he's gonna be trying to make some stewed chicken, just like I made some stewed pork chops. And I don't make you guys call it smothered pork chops. It's not. I don't make it like that. I make it the island way. Child, next thing I know, he trying to make some island pork chops. And he got it too. He cooked it so good. I was like, Michael, so maybe some island pork chops and curry chicken, girl. Oh my God, honey. I put my foot in some curry chicken. He'd be like, baby, you really, you did it. You did it. So I tell you, you need to be able to cook something, 1 or 2 meals. I say 3, at least 3. You can mix it up, and I don't cook every day. Okay. So then Tommy comes in. And he's talking to the group, and they will go outside, and they're saying, they're there because they're tired of the game. They're tired of playing the games. They're tired of playing this. So Jimmy, here go Jimmy. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You see what I mean? Like, he's a real attention grabber. And Tony's like, what's the problem? I said, women are saying that the men want to play the field. Oh, I was saying about Shamuka, saying about Alexis' ex-boyfriend. That she was with for 6 years. 6 years. She was tired of being the head of household. And she said, he said something makes very smart, which I'm starting to look at Shamuka like maybe I would go have like dinner with him or something. But I ain't like how he was dressing. I would. Said maybe he's a good man, but he's not a good man at the time she was with him, and maybe he would become a good man. Then she said, yeah, because he married, and Shamuka was like, see, he was ready. And she was like, no, he's the same person dressed up. Well, boo boo, he was with you for 6 years and he didn't marry you, but he went and married this other girl. So, okay. So then the men are saying women want them for the size of their wallet, not the size of their heart. And I'm like, child, please, you can't come over this side talking about you're broke. I don't do broke. I don't date broke, and I would never marry broke. Because if you can't put a roof over my head and food on my table, independent of me, I am not interested. Okay. So you've got to have you some money. You have to be able to provide for your family. I am wearing my In Christ I Am t-shirt. Book I wrote for my daughter, Alexia. Okay, don't forget 23 types. Taisha, did you get your free sample on my blog, Janice Hilton blog? Let me type this in. Janice Hilton blog. I think it's on sale, but it's going to change tomorrow. The book. So if you guys want to get that. Okay. And then Jimmy, here he go again. That's BS. Ashima. Oh, it's a miracle when Tommy said they have one guy for every one girl, because in Atlanta it's like 20 women to one guy, heterosexual guys we're talking about here. So when Tommy said, "Oh, we have one guy for one woman," thank you, Asia. Did you like it? Tell me, give me some feedback on the. Did you like the sample? 23 testifies you might meet on social media sample. Um, Here go Ashima being the girlfriend. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. She's being the girlfriend. And so Tommy told the group that there were two people that was going home. Okay, which I'm glad they chose John and Christina. They didn't need to be there. Okay, Shamuka, I like his name. Shamuka, aka Chica. His name getting gifted, greater than, and his spirit. This is his voiceover now. He said he wasn't born to lose. He was talking to the group, and he said, I got a little hood in me now. You could tell. Hello. So here's the attack dog. He asked Ashima where she was from. And Ashima's the comedian. I'm gonna remind you who people are so you could put it together. He also said his personality is he talks a lot of BS. Pay attention, ladies. Okay. He talks a lot of BS. He asked Ashima where she's from. She said she's from Mumbai, Alabama. And he's like, oh, you're deep South. He said, can you cook South? And she said, oh yeah. Oh yeah, all day. Here go Christina, aka Big Booty Judy, talk about you ain't got to be from down south to cook South. And everybody just turned and looked at her. And Shamuka was like, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. And then Big Booty Judy, aka Christina. So what she said was, wait a minute, you don't have to be country to know how to cook South. And then the voice go into Ashika, and he was like, she's the attack dog, but her body is banging. And what he is saying is, I will bang her, but I would not wife her, ladies. Pay attention. or her body, because he said she's an attack dog, but her body is banging. AKA, so what he's saying is he would bang her. She has a nice body, but he wouldn't wife her. So I guess she's having a lot of that. So then they had a little discussion about talk, about learning how to cook. And he said, no, not necessarily because you're from the South, you know how to cook. You have to read a book. You have to know to do this and so on and so forth. And then Shamuka turned to her and said, what's your specialty? That's what she said, everything. See there? Everything. He was like, no, no, no. Everybody have a specialty. And I think he's right. You have a specialty. You have about one or two things that you could just put your foot in and can't. When we have parties at the job, everybody know I bring the curry chicken because can't nobody make curry chicken like me. Everybody know that Tamika brings the turkey wing, barbecue turkey wings. Can't nobody cook no barbecue turkey wings than Tamika. And the mac and cheese, everybody know Tamika brings the mac and cheese and the turkey wings. Can't nobody cook no turkey wings and mac and cheese like Tamika. Can't nobody touch curry. They can't even look at the curry. When I Everybody at my job asks me to make curry. I don't care which floor they are on. They said, Janice, here's some money. Could you buy the curry chicken? Could you make us some curry chicken? Okay, I get orders for my curry chicken all the time. I don't like to cook like that. I cook for the job. Okay. Everybody know Miss Linda makes the lemonade. Can't nobody make no lemonade like Miss Linda. You hear me? Everybody have a specialty at the job. Everybody know that Nelly make the Spanish rice. Can't nobody make that Spanish rice like Nelly. You have a specialty. Okay. I haven't started reading it yet, but it will. I will let you know. I did find you on IG too. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. If you send out an email at please, if you y'all, I told everybody, please send the email out. Hey, here's a free sample of a book. Check this out. So that when Christina kept on going, everything, Shamuka said, okay, and looked away. So right there, Miss Christine, aka Big Booty Judy, she dubbed herself, aka the attack dog. You can't be on the attack. You cannot be like that because you're being real aggressive and manly and masculine, and men don't want a woman like that. Somebody said, I posted another girl. Somebody said, not everybody want, 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 want. Not every man don't want a woman like that. I say, you're right. There are many feminine men who would be glad to have Christina because she's the miscontrol, take charge, take over, run everything. Like Mario's ex-wife, he was like, she's Miss Independent, she's strong, she wanted to wear the pants in the family. He divorced her because you can't be like that. You're gonna have to marry a man that you can respect and honor and who can lead. If he can lead, don't marry him. So Alexis in London is talking. Everybody loves Alexis. And in her voiceover, she said, he commands her attention. I like that because that's what I said about Michael. I like a man when he comes in a room, his presence commands attention. And that's my husband. Okay. I love that. So he pulls her away from the cat and they're talking. And she says she would like to be submissive. In her interview, she said alpha female. I hate that she's describing herself like that. I have not seen the alpha female side of her yet, and maybe she is trying to get better about not being an alpha female. Because ladies, what we need to realize, we need to stop dubbing ourselves as alpha females. Because when you are an alpha female, you will not attract an alpha male. You are an alpha female, you're going to attract a very feminine man who wants you to rule and run things. And so a lot of alpha female are wondering why they're not attracting alpha men is because you're the alpha. My husband is an alpha, by the way. His fraternity. Alpha Phi Alpha. So ladies, if you're an alpha female, You're going to attract a very feminine man. You're not going to attract a masculine man. Remember the old folks used to say, so it say opposites attract. I used to say that is bull crap, honey, because I don't like no nothing like that. I finally figured out. I think this is what they were saying. If you being all manly and masculine and alpha and aggressive ladies, what you're going to attract is a man who is looking for a woman to be in control, to be in charge, and so on and so forth. You're alpha and you're saying, oh, I want somebody, I want an alpha male, I want somebody who I can submit to and lead. But you're not going to attract that because you are already that. Again, I have not seen that in Alexis yet, but this is only episode 1. Okay. Episode 2 comes on tonight. I might watch live to see. So I haven't seen that yet. So, ladies, if you're an alpha female, like Alexis says, and like Christina, you have to come on down. Think about Ashima. I like her. She's like that girlfriend who is a good woman, she's just so sweet. And you want her to meet a person, but every man she meets friend zone her, put her in the girlfriend category because she's being the girlfriend. She's acting like the comedian. She's doing jokes and she's being the comedian and she's not realizing when you're in a relationship, that's not what the man wants. He does not want a comedian. You got to leave the comedian on stage and you have to become a very soft, very attentive, listening, listen to what the men are saying and what they want. Okay. So, Christine, she got to leave the lawyer at the courthouse, lock her up at the courthouse, leave her there. Ashima, leave the comedian on stage. Lock her up. This is why all the guys, with the exception of Darren, put her in the girlfriend category. Friend zoner. And she said her cousin said, guys don't take you seriously. That's why they friend zone her because she's acting like the friend. You can't be the friend, Ashima. You ain't going to get no man. You're 42, child. You're getting old. She's 42. Another thing, a lot of these ladies are older, late 30s and in their 40s, and then the guys are the same age. And we all know that most men do not like women their own age. They prefer younger women. Okay. So here is Miss Alpha Female Alexis. Again, I have not seen it yet. Maybe that's something she's trying to come out of because she said with her last relationship of 6 years, Alexis, she was in control. She was the head of household. The boy was dreaming and she was just taking care of business. And see, she wants that man of authority and power who has himself together, could be London, that she can submit to. And submission is for husbands only. Watch my video. Stop submitting to boyfriends and men and baby daddies. The Bible says, wives, submit to your own husband. Okay. And another thing, somebody's like, when you talk about your husband so much, you talk about your husband so much. What if it don't work out? I can't look at what if. All I know is today. Okay. We're blessed. We're in love. We love each other. We maintain our marriage. We go see the marriage counselor 3, 4, 5 times a year. We communicate. We are happy. He's a great provider. I admire him. I respect my husband. I love him. I submit to my husband as he submits to Christ. So I can't live on what if it don't work out. I don't know that because I'm not confessing that. We don't even use the D word in our house. The D word is a forbidden word in our home and in our marriage. But one thing I will say, ladies, is, and this is one thing I say now my husband knows, if God forbid, if he gets up tomorrow and decide he doesn't love us, don't want to be with us anymore, guess what? Me and our babies are going to be okay because I was homeless once before and I will never go back there. Okay. So I tell any woman, if he gets up tomorrow and decide he don't love you, baby girl, you better be able to take care of you and those babies so you don't have to leave your home or go in no shelter. And baby, child support takes time. I know lots of women who are currently in the shelter, wives have to leave their apartments because he left. One girl I know with 7 kids. He left her for another woman. Child support take a long time, so you better be able to pay your rent for a few months. Mortgage is a little bit different because the bank takes time to come get the house, but apartment the landlord is going to be knocking to get that rent. FYI, okay. But I love my husband. Anybody love my husband? Respect him to the highest, and I believe my husband loves me. And he's a great provider. He's a great protector. He helps me, my husband, wash, cooks, clean, give the baby baths, change the baby. He took the baby out today so I can have some free time. Great guy. And my husband is a godsend. When I say God sent him, God sent somebody. Okay. Somebody, like sometimes, and I learn a lot from my husband. I learn a lot from him. A lot of stuff I'm telling you guys is stuff I've learned from him and his brother. All right. So then they're talking about who likes who. Uh, Aisha likes Brent. Brent is the guy that started graying at 13. Okay. I liked what he had on up top, but then I see he has some sneakers on. I was like, child, please, he too old for that. Again, Shaka, aka Shamuka, call Christina the attack dog. London likes Alexis. She said she looks like Tony, little Tony, mini Tony. London took Alexis to go for a walk because everybody's trying to hook up now. Divine and Chica, they know each other, and Chica picked Darren for Alexis, and Chica picked Darren for Divine. I'm sorry, and Divine and wait a minute, let me make sure I'm saying that. Chica picked Darren and London for Divine because they were talking about, who you think I should go with. I did blah 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 blah. So Chica said London and Darren, and then Divine picked Alexis for Darren. So everybody likes Alexis. Everybody wants her. Okay, so Alexis is talking to Chica. This is the part. And she said the longest relationship she was in 6 years. She started bad talking about the man that she was the head of household and he was dreaming. Uh, and she could say it could be a good guy, but not at this time. And my daddy always say, ladies, we have to give the guys time to grow up because they're little boys. Okay, this is why guys like women that's a little bit younger because we're actually 7 years. If we're the same age, we're actually 7 years more mature than they are. Okay. So that's why you try to go, ladies, for a little bit, a guy that's a little bit older or mature, so because some men, no matter they're 80 and they're still childish. Okay. Okay. So Divine likes London. And Divine and London was sitting and talking, and he said, London can cook. Now, London, I know you're a big football player, and I don't like big football play time, but did you say you could cook? Man, he said he could put some smothered pork chops and he could throw down. And Divine said, wait, what did you say? And then she took his hand and put her hand on her heart and said, my heart skipped a beat. I love you. And he was like, hmm. And then she was like, oh, I'm just joking with you. Lana likes Alexis and Divine. They said, but they're different. He likes both of them, but they're very different. He said he said they're like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he's the peanut butter. Hot pocket peanut butter jelly sandwich. He's crazy. John is talking to Divine. Everybody running away from John. And he asks, "Are you a Georgia peach?" And she said, "No, I think you have to be from Georgia to get Georgia peach." And then he goes into his spell about love and like and being in love and unconditional love. I don't believe in unconditional love. I think the only person that can love us unconditionally is God. I don't think there's unconditional love in marriages because if there were, there would be no divorce. If there were, there would be no cheating. If there were, there would be no husbands. And now these days, wives beating their husbands. And you do know that there are some parents that hate their kids. So I personally do not believe that human beings can love unconditionally. I don't think so. Because soon as you do something to me, I'm out. Don't talk to me. Don't call me. I'm changing my phone number. I'm moving. And I won't have anything against you, girl. But girl, we ain't gonna get no coffee because you might put something in my drink. Okay. Everybody John is talking to, Kimber, Nina, everybody he was preaching to, and everybody was running away from him. And Tanya said that John was trying to sell himself too much. And John said he's trying to find a wife at church, business meetings, even at the gas station. But don't nobody, they're all closed off. No, it's not that they're closed off. He's doing it wrong. He goes, he meets a woman and he starts preaching. Don't nobody want you to preach to him. You have to get to know her and talk to her. Okay, talk to these ladies, get to know them. Don't preach to them. So now Kimber and Jimmy went for a walk. Here go Jimmy laying it on. They're walking, it was raining. I think they had an umbrella. He took her shoes off. Jimmy also loves Alexia. And when him and Alexis was talking, he gives her uh a heart or something, and she said she gives him butterflies. Oh, butterflies! Jimmy has butterflies for Alexis. I'm telling you, y'all, that Alexis, I pray to God she don't disappoint me. Don't be a hoe, okay? Do not, because I heard last season there were a lot of ladies doing hoish things, and I'm just praying, Alexis, please don't be that girl that I'm going to be disappointed. Just continue to be sweet like Tony and nice and stuff like that. Okay, Ashima talking to Darren. Darren likes Ashima. Ashima is the comedian. Darren is the exercise guy. Let me see who Darren is. I want to make sure I get okay. Darren, personal trainer. Yeah, Darren is the personal trainer. Darren has a 15-year-old son. Ashima has one kid. Darren, pay attention, ladies. This is how you don't talk bad about your baby daddy or your ex. Darren asks Ashima, how is the relationship with the father? And she said, well, we have a pretty great relationship. And with the child's father. And then he said, I wish that was me. The son was 15 years old. Then he was talking about how the baby mama doesn't understand, but it wasn't bad talking. She said she caught his eyes. He went when he was attracted to her, and Ashima said something that is very smart that the church ladies like to say about your husband. You gotta make him think he came up with that idea. I haven't done that because me and Michael, we're pretty good. We're just in a good place. We've always been in a good place because my dad said make sure you maintain the honeymoon. Not that you don't argue, you don't have disagreements and stuff like that. But again, my husband and I, we go to a marriage counselor to maintain our marriage. And so we have very open dialogue and he knows what's bothering me. Like I will say, Michael, I don't like that. And don't let me call him brother Michael. When I say, bro, Mike, he already know. Uh-oh. Woo! Because now I gotta go back to first before we're husband and wife. We're brothers and sisters in Christ. This is why, my Christian sisters, it's important to marry a man of God that is born again and filled with the Holy Ghost. Okay? Because every so often you're going to have to say, Brother Michael. And when I say Brother Mike or Bro Mike, he's at attention. Like, yes. Like, okay. Darren says something, ladies, single ladies, listen. She said, you're not a part of that I don't need a man movement. Or he was like, I am not a part of I don't need a man movement. I don't even like taking my trash out. Go ahead, Ashima, girl, you my girl. I like you. I might write something about that on my blog. She said she don't like to take the trash out. Me either. Child, when Mike's not here, I'm dreading. I'm like calculating. What day I'm supposed to take the trash out. And don't let it be that I have to pull the trash to the curb if he's not here. It got so bad. He's like, baby. He went to Home Depot and he bought the big old garbage thing. And he'll say, don't just leave the trash. I'll take it out when I get here. I take it out of the house when I'm leaving out. I take the trash out and then I just drop it in the big thing because I hate pulling that thing down the street. And if he's going to be away for like more than two garbage day or one garbage day, he'll ask the neighbor, or a neighbor right next door to take it, pull it down and pull it back, which he usually does. Okay. So then Kimber notices that Jimmy was being flirtatious with Alexis, and she said, "Is Alexis going to be my competition?" Because remember, this is about competing for attention, but I also think it's about being what the man wants and being what the woman wants. Okay, so if you're not it, just go on. Because I just think that you have to be right. Mr. Mario is the charmer. Listen, ladies, remember that saying, when a man tell you who he is, believe him? In my book, I don't know if I have a charmer in my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. It's about the different type of guys. But he's a charmer and he says it. So when a man tells you that he's a charmer, you have to be careful, because that means he's going to try to charm you out of or into something, either out of your panties, into his bed, or charm you into doing something you don't want to do. You see a red flag that you told him you see, and then he charm you to make you think it's not a red flag. Be mindful, be careful. Mary's talking to Nina. I like Nina. But Nina is having a hard time. This is the girl that's in her head, ladies. Get out of your head about, oh, I'm only supposed to date one guy at once. No. Talk to as many guys as you can. Have what you need. Know what you want in a husband. And if he's not it, drop him, ghost him, and go. Bye. She says challenging to mingle. She's looking for a husband. Asks why marriage didn't work out. What age did you get married? He said 29. He said, so why didn't it work out? Was it like a shotgun marriage or something? Mary, a voiceover comes and say, oh, I don't even know you. We just met. So then a group of them was at the table talking. This was where Mr. John comes in. And Nina is saying sex is very important. But Nina, you single girl, who you having sex with? All these single women sitting down talking about sex and all this. And I'm like, you single, if you're single and you're looking for a husband, who are you having? Who are you sleeping with? Don't waste time with Mr. Get what you can, take what you can get, Mr. Friends with Benefit and Mr. Cuddy Buddy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. John came to the group and said, oh, y'all talking about sex over here. And she said, lusts are controlling these women, and that's why they don't have what they're looking for. And I'm thinking, you there too, brother. You ain't got no wife. You trying to find you somebody and be sending you home tonight. Okay. So Mr. John is going to let us know he's been celibate for 2 years. The last relationship he had was a year ago. He's been celibate for 2 years, and all women want is money. Was it Maria? Maria say he's not cheap, but he's frugal and he's bougie frugal. And I think it was Nina. And Nina said she's bougie frugal too. So when John said they were celibate, all the ladies congratulated him, Miss London, with his back pocket and peanut butter jelly, talking about, does it still work? Okay. And he said he's not having sex until he's married. And Ashima, in her voice, she was like, hold up now. You celibate, but don't tell me that right off. Nina said something very important. She said John is intelligent for letting them know what he wants. And I think that is important. I don't believe in talking about sex on the first, second, or the third date, because we don't know each other like that. Okay. Or third conversation. This is why I am so against, ladies. Watch my video about not staying on the phone all night. Some man you just met giving him all the details, and then you're wondering why he hasn't asked you out. For what? What is he asking you out for? He already know everything about him. First conversation should be only 10, maybe 15 minutes, and it's about, get what you can get, have your list in your head, And then after 10 or 15 minutes, you said, well, I have to go now. I have to get ready for bed, or I have to wash my hair, walk my dog, clean my kitchen, go to sleep, write a book, pray, read my Bible, something. 10 or 15 minutes. Because what you're doing is you're creating desire in him. And he's just waiting. Oh, I can't wait to talk to her again. But if you're on the phone with him 6 or 7 hours, and then you wonder why he ghosting about a day or two, because he asked me out. Why? There's nothing. He already got all that he wanted. Okay. Tommy comes in. I like Tommy as a friend, though, not like anything like that. Talks with Ashima and Nina. And now Tommy is trying to figure out who likes who, and they're trying to figure out who's going to go home, who's not going to go home. Nina likes Mario. Mario is the tax guy. He has his own tax business. The one with the very, very nice suit, the one that got married at 29 with the 3 kids, and he's a granddaddy. Okay. So Nina likes Mario. Ashima likes Darren. Nina likes him too. So there's 2 girls that likes Darren. Nina is saying that she's overwhelmed. She's a single mom. She needs to kind of let that go. And I hope I didn't sound like that, because you like to say I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom. But I just think that sometimes we kind of use that as an excuse, and we need to stop using that as an excuse and a crutch not to date and not to get out there. Condi likes Brett. He is handsome. Thomas said, that's salt and pepper. Condi's like, man, that's salt and pepper. Brett is the guy that started graying when he was 13. And is he the behavioral? He owns his own behavioral clinic or business, I think, Brett. Yeah, behavioral health that place. Okay. Christine, Angie likes Brett too. So there's a lot of guys, ladies like Brett. Christine said London is normally the guy she usually goes for. I don't remember seeing London and Christina talk. I don't remember seeing him. London was all up in Alexa's face and Divine's face. Christina likes London. Divine likes London. Angie likes London. Alexis likes London. Aisha, there's also an Aisha. I like Aisha too. There's Aisha and Ashima. Okay, don't confuse the two. Aisha likes Mike. Alexis likes London and Jimmy. She said Jimmy has a great personality. Aisha likes Mike and London. Mike is the truck driver guy. London is Mr. Thought Pocket. Mr. Peanut butter jelly sandwich. Going to get something to eat. Have a great rest of the evening. You too, Tasia. Are you going live tonight? I have to set my alarm. Let me know if you're going live so I can set my alarm. Because you know I'm going to take a nap after this. I've been busy all day. Kimber likes Jimmy. So there's a few of them that like Jimmy. Okay. Who are they feeling? The ladies are not feeling. So Kimber's 32, I think. Kimber doesn't like Carrie because Carrie is 51 and older. You don't think so? Okay. And all right, girl, love you. And don't forget, do me a favor, please. If you could send out an email just to a couple of your girlfriends to check out the free sample of the book for me. And to fill out the contact form so I can send you the book. Tasia, you get a free book. Because you're always on. Whenever I come on, you're always on. You always support me. And I'll send it to you. I think I'm supposed to get them next week. So as soon as I get it, I'll send you one. Okay. Love you, girl. Okay. So Kimber doesn't like Carrie. Carrie's like 51. I guess old enough to be her dad. Kimber does not like John either. Love you. Reva does not like Jimmy. And Reva, I keep mixing up Reva and Divine. I don't think it's Reva. I think it's Divine. Divine says Jimmy is like a sound like an old sales Carmen. And what's that Reva? Let me leave it, child. I mix them up because they're the same to me. They just so similar. Okay. So a lot of people don't like John, and a lot of ladies do not like Jimmy. Most guys like London and Mario. Okay, so and this is all based on first impressions. Then Tommy came out. Everybody's outside. And he says, hey, one of the guys are going to go home. One of the ladies are going to go home. And then he says, Mario and London is saved. So a lot of the ladies like London, the big old football player, Mr. Peanut Butter Jelly Sandwich, Mr. Fat Pocket. Mario is Mr. Frugal Bougie, okay? He is frugal, but he is bougie. Okay. And of course, they said so. The two people that were not saved is John and Jimmy. John is the preacher, the Mr. Preacher, Mr. Celibate. Jimmy is the old salesman type of guy who's just you need to just shut up. And so the one that was voted to go home, I guessed it was going to be John. So then he said, all the women voted for me to go home. They just don't know a real king. Child, please. Then he said the woman will be eliminated too. Then they went back in the room, and Miss Nina is talking about how she needs to up her game. Kimber says she needs to get out there and talk to the guys, and so on and so forth. So then Christina comes over, is talking to Darren, and Darren said he noticed that now that they said one of the ladies are going to be staying home, a lot of the ladies are being more aggressive, as in talking to the guys and stuff like that. And Miss Christina, aka Judge Big Booty Judy, aka the lawyer. She was talking about marriage and kids, and Jimmy Darren said lawyers are aggressive, and that's not what he's looking for. So you see, Jimmy is not looking for Darren. Darren, who likes Ashima, is not looking for an aggressive one. Now, notice I don't think I have said Ashima is aggressive. There's a difference, okay? Christina is extremely aggressive and masculine. I kind of feel Tandy is too, but not really. So I have to watch her a little bit more. Ashima is not aggressive at all. She's like that girlfriend type. She's like, hey girl, what's up? You know, she's that type of person, but she's not aggressive. Very sweet, very funny, but she's like they throw her in the girlfriend category. Okay. Carrie said Christina was interrogating the woman about getting married and two kids. So he's saying to Mike, you want to get married and have two kids? Like, how many kids you want to have? And this is Mary is a guy. No, Mike. Mike, I don't think Mike has any kids. At least I don't remember him saying that. He's like, you might be able to get one out of me. She was like, one, I want two. He was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then that's when Carrie say, Christina, aka Big Booty Judy, is interrogate the guy. See, you can't be the lawyer. You gotta leave the lawyer at the courthouse. I keep telling y'all that. Leave her there, okay? Nina is off in the distance being antisocial. She says she's having trouble dating multiple guys. None of these men are your boyfriend. All you have to do is talk to them and see if you like them. And it's overwhelming. And Chica went over talk to Nina, and he said one guy is not a guarantee. You're just talking to guys. He said 10 guys is not a guarantee. You're just talking to them. And that's so right, ladies. One man, the biggest mistake we make is we meet one man and we make the assumption that he's it. We say, oh, he's it. And I did it. That's my Boaz. Don't know nothing about him, but you already claim he's your Boaz. So when guys meet us, they ask themselves, is she the one? Because they have a picture in their head of what they want. My husband wanted Condoleezza Rice and Michelle Obama because they're smart, Janet Jackson because she's sexy, and Mary Poppins because she was a good homemaker, aka she was good with kids. That's what my husband was looking for. And of course, I'm all of that. So if you don't fit that picture in their head, they might sleep with you, but they're not gonna wife you. And so Darren said he's not looking for that, but Sheikah said, but one guy is not a guarantee. He said, two, 10 guys is not a guarantee. Because there's no guarantee you meet 10 guys and you're gonna like me. I don't like not one of them. They wouldn't have gotten my number. I wouldn't have gone out with not one of them. Maybe if I watch them a little bit more, I'll see if I would go out. To me, they're just not my type of man. My type of man is like Barack Obama type, Cory Booker type. For years, Cory Booker was my boyfriend in my head. I had no man child, but Cory Booker was my boyfriend in my head. Mr. Crypto Knight was my type, 6'8" basketball player type. Okay. Okay. Darren loves Shima. He loves her. He likes her a lot. And I like that he likes her. I really do like that somebody likes a Shima because she's just that girl that you just want her to meet somebody. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. I really appreciate them. And who are the men not feeling? So now it's time for the men to vote off one of the women. And so uh who are they feeling? So Alexis, Mario likes Alexis, Carrie, Terrell, London, Darren, Jimmy, all like Alexis. Divine, London likes Divine, Brett likes Divine. Aisha. So there's Aisha and then there's Ashima. Ashima is the comedian. Aisha is a single mom of three, I think. Okay. Aisha and then there's Angie. I'm surprised. Nobody really, Angie was just MIA. Um, so Mario likes Aisha, Terrell likes Aisha, Carrie likes Reva. Reva's 42, Carrie is 51. Um, so that they might go together. I don't know. Kimba, somebody like Kimba, Nina. Nina didn't get a lot of votes. I guess that's why she was the runner up to go home. Okay. Um, Alexis, of course, London. Who are they not feeling? So now there's no. This is who they are feeling. London likes Alexis, and guys are not feeling. Who are the guys not feeling? Brett did not like Kimber. I don't know why. Kimber was a nice girl. I don't know why he didn't like her. Chica is not feeling Alexis because she talked bad about her ex. Chica is also not feeling Ashima because homegirl. He was like, she's just like a friend, like a homegirl type, but she's not a woman I would date. You know why? Because she's being the homegirl. You can't be the homegirl. For those of you ladies being my best friend for him to wait for him to marry you, and then he gets up and marry the girl he just met 2 months ago. And you're thinking, I've been here for 18 years because you're the homegirl. Yes, there are a lot of guys, people, best friends that get my coworker, they went to school together, they got married very young. They've been together their whole life. Okay. I have a video on best friend too. So he's like, and that saying marry your best friend, that's a trick. Don't do it. So Chica Shamuka, I love that name, says Ashima is just, he's like a homegirl. She's not somebody I would date. A lot of the guys saw her as the homegirl. And this is what I'm talking about. You can't be the homegirl. You can't be the friend. You can't be the comedian. You got to leave the comedian in the club when you're dating. Don't be her. Don't be on the phone being the comedian. Don't be on Skype being the comedian because that's not what they want. Christine, aka Big Booty Judy, aka Jezebel. I call her Jezebel. I was like, who's this Jezebel? I saw her walking. Just her boobs was covered. Everything else was out. Jack. Who's this Jezebel? Big Booty Judy. She can't be the lawyer. And I know a lot of you guys don't understand, but this is a perfect to watch because it's showing you everything I've been telling you. You can't beat her. You cannot be the lawyer. Leave her. All the guys were saying she's an attack dog. She's interrogating us. Darren is like, she's a lawyer. She's extremely aggressive. That's not what I'm looking for. That's because you can't be the lawyer on the date. You can only be the lawyer in the courthouse. Leave her at the courthouse. Leave Judge Judy at the courthouse. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. Thank you for checking those thumbs up. And watch the commercials. Do not skip them. Okay. So a lot of the guys are not feeling Shima. Ashima. So there's Ashima and Aisha. Don't confuse them. Carrie is also not feeling Ashima, and Carrie's not feeling Nina because Nina looks like his younger sister. Okay, Darren is not feeling Shima. See there? Oh my god! Oh my god! They're like she's the home girl. Oh, I'm just glad at least one person likes her. Okay, I am glad one person like her. Darren is also not feeling Christine. He's like, oh, she's real aggressive and manly. See there? I keep telling y'all. London is not feeling Nina, and Mario is not feeling Christine. So you see, a lot of them don't like Nina, don't like Christina, and she got voted off. Nobody liked her. None of the guys liked her. Not one. So even though a lot of guys didn't like Ashima because she's like the homegirl, the friend, none of the guys like Christine because she's being too aggressive and manly. There you go. What's wrong with telling him who I am, what I do? You can't do that. That's not who they want. They don't want the lawyer. They don't want the comedian. They want who you're going to be to them. You're not going to be a lawyer to them. You're not going to be a comedian to them. You can't be that person. You just can't do it. Be soft. Be very feminine. Be very needy. Okay. Do you see? Alexis was just sitting out there on the things that stretched. She was stretched out, and the guys were just coming up to her. Her feminine essence was just spewing out. It was dry. It was calling them. They was coming. They were lined up to talk to her. So I'm a little surprised she said she's an alpha female because I didn't see it. Now, if Christina said she's an alpha female, I was like, yes, girl, that was her. Even though Christina says she's aggressive and she thinks men are intimidated. No, feminine men are intimidated by you, but a real masculine man who got his stuff together, they're not intimidated, baby. You just like them. They don't want you. That's what it is. Okay. So then it gets to the point where they're going to be voted off. And of course, who are the two ladies that are safe? Alexis and Divine. Very soft, very pretty, very feminine. And they was just standing there, and the men were just lined up for their turn. Okay. Alexis will be talking to a man, and another man will go over and say, excuse me, bro, my turn. And who were not safe? Nina and Christine. Nina's very pretty, very, very pretty, you know, but she was in her head about, oh, I'm only supposed to date one man at a time. So dating is just what I love this show because dating, I'm going to try to find episode 1 and watch. Dating is gathering data. It's just talking to them to see if they are what you are. You're not getting in a relationship, Nina. And a lot of you, my church sisters, you're in your head. Okay? So Nina said she was not surprised at her voice. So she said, I'm not surprised that I'm not safe. And she had to get out of her head. And of course, they sent Christine home. And isn't it interesting, ladies, that the most aggressive, manly, big mouth, independent woman was the first one to be sent home? So if you're out there and you're like Christine, you need to change because you're not going to meet the guy that you're looking for. You can't be that person. Okay? You can't be the lawyer. You can't be that person. I think Angie's a nurse. Angie's maybe she was working late, so maybe that's why we didn't see her too much. Who did they send home first? The real masculine, aggressive, attack dog, men are intimidated by me. Nobody liked her. None of the guys voted for her. They all voted for her to go home. They said, I don't like her. She's too aggressive. She's an attack dog. That's not what I need. Who were the two that were safe? Soft, feminine, giving the men time to talk. They were just laying there, their feminine essence, and this it was spewing out. They were just the steam, child, the steam, honey, steam was just coming out of them, and they were safe, and all the men liked them. So this show, I encourage everybody to watch the show because it's very good to learn from and to get information from and to get data from. It's extremely, extremely good. All right. Any questions before I go? Because I'm about to take a nap because I'm gonna see if I can watch the live watch tonight. Thank you for those thumbs up. Check those thumbs up for me. And try to watch the live watch with me tonight at 10 o'clock. That is kind of late, but on a Saturday, it's not bad because, I could go sleep for a couple of hours and wake up even though my little one is about to come home. So I'm going to have to get up when he comes home so I can give him his bath and stuff. But try to watch live with me tonight at 10. It is late, but at 10 o'clock. All right. Do not forget my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. This is very good. This book is very good to go with this show. And free sample on my blog, JaniceSeltonBlog.com. Janice, JAANICE. I think Michael is home. Lord, I heard him, child. JaniceSeltonBlog.com. All right. I love you. I have to run. I'm going to try to take a nap so I can watch tonight. Hopefully you'll watch live with me. Check this out. Thank you guys. Bye. Remember to subscribe. Thumbs up, please. Thank you.